For those attending on Zoom, we have Coach Todd Golden and student athlete is Jamari Bouye. San Francisco won 67-51, will advance to the second round tomorrow. If you'd like to ask a question, please use the hand raise function on Zoom, and I will unmute you, and you'll stay unmuted throughout the answer by the coach or student athlete, so you can ask a follow-up question. So just be aware that you will be unmuted during that time. With that, we'll have Coach Golden make an opening statement, then we'll take questions for the student athlete, then go back to questions for Coach Golden. So Coach, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm just really proud of my guys, to be honest. It's been a really challenging month for us, and we obviously haven't been playing great. And, they stayed the course, and their attitudes have been awesome. They've been super coachable and kept believing what we were doing. And we've been practicing well. I thought we've been close in a couple of games and just weren't able to pull it out. But, this was coming for us, and really proud of Jamari and his teammates for their effort tonight, and excited to get the opportunity to compete again tomorrow night against LMU.
And sorry, I should have mentioned this before. If you want to take your masks off, great. If you're more comfortable leaving them on, that's fine too. So,
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Looks like that's the answer right there. Okay. We're going to go with Jeff Ferrato with our first question for Jamari. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, Jamari, Jeff Ferrato with the West Coast Conference. First of all, can you just talk about the defense you guys played tonight? It seemed like they didn't get a lot of open looks. And when you were trying to end a 6-game losing streak, it seems like defense is a good place to start.
I think, first of all, our coaches gave us a good scout on what they do best. And I just think we played defense solid, made them shoot twos over our hands, and we rebounded well and just played in our favor.
Also, can you talk about the dunk by Dimitri there in the first half? What that looked like?
That was one of the best dunks I've probably seen in my career here. So, I mean, it was amazing. We're all screaming, and I got our energy up for sure. And we got motivated throughout that and kept going to the game.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to BYU TV. Go ahead.
Affects everybody, but what was it like to get this win and get a win for the first time in a minute for you guys?
Who's the question for?
For Jamari.
It was definitely a great win for us. The month of February is kind of tough for us. We battled through COVID, and we had, I think it was 5 or 6 straight losses. So to get this win is definitely a building win, and we have to stay motivated from here and see LMU tomorrow.
And for Coach Golden, the opportunity ahead to advance in this tournament and try and make a run to get that first one, what did that mean, and how do you feel like you match up with LMU?
Yeah, it was huge. I think there's an advantage for us now moving forward. Getting an opportunity to play here tonight. LMU will come in a little cold, and for us, just a confidence builder. Thought we got closer to where we had been in terms of shooting the ball before we went on our break. We talked about it with the guys. In the locker room, we shot 33% from 3, which would have been one of our lower efforts going into our break, but our best one since we've been back. So I think we're gaining more confidence that way. I think Jamari and his teammates played free tonight. They played confident. They weren't afraid to fail out there. They let it all hang out. And the question from Jeff was hit the money. We guarded really well. Thought we guarded well. We were on the glass, and that allowed us to get out in transition and get some opportunities. And I'm incredibly excited for the opportunity to play LMU tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go back to Jeff. Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, Todd, tomorrow when you play LMU, they're huge, obviously. They're one of the better rebounding teams in the league. And I think they beat you on the boards double digits both games. How critical a part of the game is that for you tomorrow?
You know what, Jeff, it was definitely an issue the first time we played them down there. I thought when we were at home, I think we held them to 4 or 5 offensive rebounds. And really, the margin in the second game was simply a function of the fact we didn't shoot the ball very well. So I think we have a good understanding of what we need to do. And we defended them pretty well. We took care of the ball. We just didn't shoot it well. And, the way we play and our style, we're pretty dependent on the perimeter shot. I think tomorrow night, that'll show up better for us. And, again, they beat us twice in both close games. We let the one at home get away is the bottom line. And so, I think myself, our staff, and the players are really excited for the opportunity to get a third crack at those guys.
If I could follow up, could you talk about Dimitri's dunk? Does that compare with some of the better ones you had in your career?
The ones that I had, or the guys that I played with? Because I had 0. No, No, it was awesome. You know what? I'm really happy for Dima. He was one of the guys in our program that was most affected by COVID and our pause, and simply hadn't been playing at the same level. And I know it was really tough on him. He's a really proud kid. And, you know, being good matters a lot to him. And, you know, for him to be playing so well before the break and to come out and not be able to find that was tough for him. But, you know, he shot the ball well tonight. The dunk got him going. He was on the glass with 9 rebounds. And that 13-9 performance was what we had gotten used to before the break. So, you know, with him playing as well as he did, I thought Tavi Yurkatan played a great game for us tonight. You know, he had 11 and 5 with 2 assists, no turnovers. If we get performances like that from those guys, we could be here a while. And we're excited to see them have that confidence again tomorrow night.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, any other questions? Jeff, you got one more?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm good.
Okay, got it. All good. All good. Okay. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Jamari.
You're welcome. Thank
Good
you.
luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll be joined momentarily by Coach Sam Scholl and Josh Parrish from San Diego. Okay, if you want to get ready with questions, we've got Coach Scholl and Josh Parrish joining us. You guys, if whatever you're comfortable with masks, if you want to take it off, great. If you want to leave it on, that's great too. So however you guys want to handle that. And our format, we'll have Coach make an opening statement. We'll go to questions for Josh, and then we'll go back to Coach. Coach, if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, no, first off, congrats to USF. I mean, they were ready to play, played very, very well. Todd and his staff, they're doing a fantastic job. They're very hard to guard and did a great job defensively on us tonight. So all the credit goes to them. And I'm just really proud of our guys' resilience. I'm proud of their mental discipline, their mental toughness. I think their resilience and mental toughness has all grown in each and every one of them through all the challenges of the year. And I'm proud of them for showing up every day with a good attitude and a pursuit to try to be the best versions of themselves each day.
Okay. Jeff, you got a question for Josh?
I do. Josh, Jeff Ferrato for the WCC. Can you just try to give some context to what a strange senior season this had to have been for you? And also, have you thought about whether you would consider returning next year?
You know, just to begin, this year in general has just been a year full of ups and downs, full of random turns, to the point where, you know, we couldn't even practice as a team for, you know, an extended period of time. When you can't practice, can't really gel together, can't really get that chemistry as a unit, it's kind of tough to, you know, come out here and perform to the best of our abilities. As far as, you know, my next year, you know, I'm still on the fence about that. I'm leaning towards returning, but I haven't really made an official decision about that yet.
Thank you.
Jeff, you got a question? Any other questions, Jeff?
Yeah, I
Anyone
do.
else?
I have one for Sam.
Okay.
On that same topic, Sam, is it almost impossible to make any sort of evaluation about your team because you didn't really have a season? I mean, you couldn't practice most of the time. You hardly had any games. And also on the topic of the seniors, you got two guys. Would you like either or both of them to come back, or how do you feel about that whole thing?
Oh man, I mean, they're outstanding young men, both of them. And, you know, the impact that Josh has made on my life has been amazing. I mean, we've been together, 6-7 months, and he's one of my most favorite guys that I've ever had an opportunity to see every day, work with every day, and have be a part of our program. I think the world of him. And, you know, I mean, the games we played, I mean, certainly serve as an evaluation tool, because they were opportunities for us to compete. And so, you know, I have a good feel of what we have moving forward, where we need to get better, and what we need to develop.
And is Masalski considering returning, or do you know?
I believe he is. But you know, those will be conversations that, you know, that I'll have with every player, you know, here in the very near future.
Understood. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, if not, thanks, guys.